is allowing businesses to reopen at full capacity for the first time in more than a year. And tonight, we're going to hear from local businesses who kept their doors open during the pandemic and how they're doing now that the recovery has had us reopening everything. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Gino Lamont.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. Now, throughout the pandemic, we spoke to countless businesses looking for some federal relief. Recently released data shows thousands of dollars made its way to our valley, but was it enough to help? Olivia Sandusky joins us live now from Fisherman's Market and Grill with more. Olivia.
Sarah, this business was one of those that was fortunate to get some of those funds, those grants. And today, local owners tell me without that federal aid, many of them wouldn't have made it throughout this pandemic. Experts tell me about 30% of our local small businesses had to close their doors permanently over the last year and a half.
It was a mess. So we just had to figure out, okay, what are we going to do?
The challenges of the pandemic led many local business owners to apply for federal aid as a last resort.
We didn't know how long it was going to last. We didn't know what's going on. We had to.
Relief funds were limited and competition was stiff. But newly released data shows hundreds of Valley companies received loans and grants, some worth millions of dollars. The owner of the Fisherman's Market and Grill says the money was a major help.
It was a godsend for us. It helped with our employees because we knew we can keep the doors open. Other than that, we were just coming into season, our busiest time of the year, and it just got cut off.
Through the Paycheck Protection Program, more than $450 million were distributed across the 9 Valley cities. The money went to a variety of industries, including healthcare, with DAP Health receiving $2.7 million.
It allowed us to open a COVID clinic, to staff it with an infectious disease specialist, to test over 4,000 people and vaccinate another 4,500 people.
Grants were also available through the Restaurant Revitalization Fund. And restaurants here in Palm Springs received the largest portion of this fund across the valley, with 45 businesses taking home over $26 million. But for some, the funds weren't enough to get them back to pre-pandemic staffing levels.
Well, right now we have 86 employed, 86 right now from 17 at our lowest. And we had 186 at the height of the season last year.
According to the Coachella Valley Economic Partnership, even with these loans, about 30% of the Valley's small businesses did not survive the pandemic, leaving those who did feeling fortunate.
We're just holding on, and just doing the best we can.